Hey again, folks, this is my third video of the day. I am on a roll. Holy shit. But I remembered yet another thing. I'd be remembering shit today for some reason anyway. Uh does anyone remember Last of Us the multiplayer? Does anyone remember that? Do you even know it exists? Because I damn sure didn't. Uh about a year ago, I was playing Last of Us. I played through it again. This was like the third time I played through it. It was fucking sick. You know, me and dad, it was me and my dad down there. We were laughing, yada yada. Just as I was about to get out because I was tired and I got called up to dinner or whatever. I saw that there was a multiplayer to it. I've seen the home screen 1,000 times already, but I didn't realize it had a multiplayer. So next morning, I hop on the multiplayer, and it's hard. It's really hard. I only stopped playing it about maybe 5 months ago. Maybe, I don't know. I tried to get back on it last week, but I immediately got fucking murdered. But who cares? Uh, great idea. Great idea. I'll get to why it's not so great in the end, but bear with me. Um, it's pretty cool. The maps are pretty cool. Sometimes on some of the maps there'll be like a dust storm that comes in, or a blizzard, and that's really good because you can like fucking ambush dudes and just get a motherfucker type shit. Um, the guns are nice. Not so much for the DLC ones, but again, cover that in a minute when we get to the bad stuff. The guns are really good. The sniper rifle is pretty sick. The assault carbine is there as an option. The shorty is obviously the best one. All you need to do is upgrade it once, and then suddenly you have the best primary and secondary in the entire game. It's fucking bonkers. But that's about it. That's all the good stuff, really. Don't get me wrong. The good stuff really is good, but the bad stuff kind of outweighs it. So the bad stuff is there's DLC weapons. I know it's cringe. No one likes DLC weapons, especially when they don't come like with the game, or like with it. Because I have the remastered version, and I don't know how I didn't get them, but I didn't. I don't know why I didn't get them. It's kind of stupid. Like I paid extra money for the remastered version. Why don't I get those? But whatever. Who cares, right? Uh, I care because those fucking DLC guns are like fucking amazing. They're like great. They're like stupidly crazy because on the one, I think it's like a strike gun or something, like the one you get after a couple of kills. Uh, it's the assault carbine but better, and I think there's the same thing as that, and there's also a suppressor on it. So you get the assault carbine or assault rifle, whatever. I think it's the carbine. Who cares? The assault carbine, but you have to get like 5 kills for it. But it's better. But it also has a suppressor. That's like easy to do. Like, I mean, 5 kills is a little hard in that game, but I mean, like, you can get it. It's not that hard. I mean, you can do it. And then as soon as you do that, you can just steamroll the entire team. And then don't even get me started about the crossbow. Oh dear fucking gosh, dude. That thing is horrifying, right? I'll be walking around a corner and then suddenly the bolt goes through my leg and then I can't do anything because I can either do one of three things. One, run away and then have myself be hunted down and die. Two, stay still and die. Three, heal and die. The crossbows are bullshit. Please fix Naughty Dog. I know you're not going to, but please. But it's whatever, who cares? As long as you're not having those things happen to you, you'll be just fine. Small issue. There's this other mechanic that I talked about towards the beginning. The whole survivor thing, bullshit. Yeah, okay. Basically how it works is at the beginning of the game, you have an option between the two characters. There's like the hunters, I think it is. It's hunters, I think I want to say the hunters. The hunters or something like that. Hunter, yeah, I think it's the hunter. And the Fireflies. Obviously, I picked the Fireflies because did you know that Dempsey's voice actor actually plays as one of the Fireflies? It's fucking crazy to hear him just waffling off some shit when damn well you should know he's should be out there doing an Easter egg or some bullshit. But I digress. It's just crazy. That guy's like everywhere. I mean, he's even in Metro Exodus. Like, what the hell? Anyways, yeah. So you picked your team. All seems good. Slight issue. When you pick your team, just after that, you are now introduced to the survivor mechanic, which is you have every time you go out and play into a multiplayer match, You kill a guy. When you kill a guy, or when you take certain objectives or whatever. I think there's an objective game mode. I don't know. When you do those things, you get cans or supplies. You take those cans or supplies back home. Home. This is a screen we're talking about here, but home. And you give them to your survivors. Seems fair enough. Only that every like 3 days, days, like days count as the multiplayer matches, I guess. Every 3 or so days, you have to take up a mission for your survivors. Seems simple. It could be anything. Slight issue is that it gives you this giant list, right? It gives you a giant list, right? I'll get to the sad thing in a sec. Giant list, right? And you get to pick whatever you want. I typically just do like kills with a certain gun or something like that. Kills with the shorty. It's pretty easy. But every time you complete it and then go back to do it again, it gets harder, and the requirements to do that thing are higher. And then I think you can only do like 3 times before you have to pick another one, and then another one, and then another one, and then it just keeps getting bullshit. Like, and then you'll slowly run out, and you'll have to do like fucking get kills with nailboard or some bullshit like that, and then you're just not gonna do it. And then and then if you fail, here's the bad thing: if you fail, then people will come in. People, not real people, just people. People will come in and kill your survivors, and then you'll lose all your survivors. And what happens when you lose all your survivors is you die. Everyone dies. If you don't get everyone out within 13 weeks, I would think it's 13 weeks. If you don't get all the survivors out within 13 weeks, you die. Okay? So, as long as you can just survive 13 weeks, everything will be okay. But you don't survive 13 weeks. You'll either die because you can't get enough supplies, or everyone else will die because you didn't do a single mission. Bullshit. And then when you fail that mission, and then all of your survivors die, then you have to start over again, pick the fireflies, or the hunters, and back in the game you go. It would have been so fun. It would have been just dandy if they didn't add that. It would have been a big deal, because you could just play the game normally without issue. But they didn't want you to for some reason. They have to add this secondary mechanic where in every game you have to fucking run up to the guy. Mind you, you don't want to do a lot of moving in the matches. You kind of want to stay in a general area, because there's typically around like 5 minutes into the game a front line forms where you don't want to go past that line or else they'll kill you. And typically when you shoot someone, you don't want to go that way because there's probably more people. But the game incentivizes you going that way to pick up the cans and the supplies and the ammo and the gun and the yada yada yada. It's unbelievable. I want to love it so bad. But it's hard. Naughty Dog, please fix.